Oh, it's you. Hi. Whoa, it's bright in here. I just thought I'd do a direct upload because I don't have any editing software with me, and as you can see from the window, I am pretty remotely stuck in a non-Wi-Fi area, otherwise known as the country of Ireland. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm one of them people who got a Brexit passport, and I'm calling it a Brexit passport because the thing that prompted me to get it was Brexit. My mum is Irish, she was born in Dublin, and as soon as the referendum was announced, she was like, no child of mine is getting stuck in this country. It's not her accent. And she got the forms and got me to get one. And before I knew that I was entitled to one, because obviously I'm half Irish, but I always felt like, is this my country? Am I being like, I don't know, am I being weird trying to get one? Even though I am half Irish. Anyway, so I'm here and I missed you all, so I thought I'd do a direct upload. Yeah, so, there's no editing. What am I gonna say? I could say anything. Oh God, there's no editing. Yeah, I'm just thinking about a lot of stuff while I'm here because I'm trying to learn more about Irish history, because for some reason my British curriculum didn't think it was necessary for me to understand anything that the British or English did towards Ireland, and now I'm having to learn it from scratch. And at the same time, I'm also sitting here with my laptop editing this project I'm doing for YouTube Creates the Change. I am a YouTube fellow at the moment, and I've been given this project to do about hate speech and discrimination, and it means that I'm editing a lot of other people's opinions about Britishness, which is really interesting, and hopefully I will get to tell you more about that soon. But it's meant that I've been thinking, because I've been absorbing a lot of other people's experiences recently and trying to learn and trying to be humble, and I don't know, just trying to like do the right thing and hear the right thing and learn the right thing. And it's got me thinking about why I care and why should other people care, because I always feel like sometimes people see me as this person who like is always trying to do good, and I'm always like very hesitant of that because I do a lot of shit and I'm apathetic to a lot of shit, and the things that you don't see me doing you won't think about because I'm not doing them, so it's not obvious. But I don't know, I'm always like second guessing myself when I'm reading these books about like what other people would call social justice, and I'm doing these projects like, what am I doing it for? Like, I think this hesitation with this like concept of the social justice warrior is that people are doing it for their own gain, or people are doing it because they want to seem like they're good people, and that's kind of hard because without knowing the person you don't actually know whether they're a good person or not, and what a good person is so fluid anyway that it's kind of like a bit of a mindfuck. And also I have a lot of thoughts, and also like, I don't know, like, where is the line between doing a good thing so that you look like you're doing a good thing, and where is the other side of that line where it's like, I understand what it is to be a good person, or at least my opinion of that, and wanting to live up to that, wanting to live up to my own values. Is that still narcissistic and selfish because it's to do with me and my opinion of me? Maybe. But I don't know. I think it also got me thinking a lot about like why I do it, and like why, and you know, it's not for, you know, I think it's not immediately obvious that I don't do it. I'm like pacing because I'm so like, I don't do it because for the people who are oppressed, or the people who like have been wronged in the past. Not because I'm like, I don't know, I don't mean that in a horrible way, I mean that in like a kind of, they don't need it. Like, I mean, they need me to understand and they need me to do my part, but I don't want to patronize people. I don't want to be like, I read a book about black people yesterday and it's really interesting. Like, you know, I don't want to like, I'm not doing it because I think that I've got pity for those people, or that I think pity is the worst part of empathy, and sympathy is kind of on that road, but also like, but like trying to understand or imagine what it's like to be somebody else and react from your own privilege is a really hard thing to do. But I also encourage other people to do it, and I want to do it because I think not doing it takes away some of your humanity. I think we're all like really trained at school to be really passive and like just let things happen to us. We get taught what we're taught. Don't ask questions because it's not the time to ask questions right now. Oh, there's people coming past. I bet they're like, what is the vlogging? There was like 4 I was like 4 houses in this town, so kind of guessing they won't know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's to explore your own humanity. When you recognize other people's humanity and listen to how varied that humanity can be, like you become whole. I don't know, it's like, oh, that sounds really spiritual, but like it is. We're trained to not feel, to not question. And if, you know, if you ask the wrong question at the wrong time at school, you know, it's not that period, it's not that class, you can't, that's a geography question, we're in history. Or like, we're not doing that module this term, we're doing it next term. And it's that training into being served information, accepting it, or being bored by it and not absorbing it, that switches us off somehow. It makes us like less agile, like as people, less I don't know, that like it kind of it pulls up our depth and makes us shallow, and that makes sure you don't feel as much or think as much. And I genuinely just think that makes you, I don't know, it takes away something from your humanity. And I think like understanding other people's shit is like hard and it's depressing sometimes, but it also has this richness that isn't joy and it's not happiness. Like, because I think there's this whole like happy craze at the moment where everyone's like, here's a happy book, we're here to be happy. Like, where's the mindfulness? I want to be happy, I just want to be happy. And it's like, being happy all the time is impossible, but if you're if you have a depth to yourself and you have like all these different caverns inside your mind and your heart, like you'll be a more balanced person and you'll be a more imaginative person and you'll have more fun. And I think sometimes it's like, oh, I'm not happy, but you can have fun. Like, you can have fun when you're not happy, and it's really hard to like hold those two things separately sometimes, because I don't know, but I think the message of this video is that I think it's more fun if we all understand each other apart from anything. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just thinking about, I don't know, this whole experience of being in Ireland and going around Dublin, seeing where my granddad studied at Trinity College, and like going to all these places, and like, you know, there's always a statue about the Troubles, there's always something about the Troubles. The stations that I'm going to are like named after people who were in the East Uprising, and like it can be overwhelming to learn about all at once. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, and I don't think it takes away from your experiences. And if people want to call me a social justice warrior, they can go ahead, because if somehow I've made it seem like being a social justice warrior is for me, or that it's not fun, or that it's not like important, then obviously they haven't understood like the full rounded experiences you can get from understanding other people's experiences. What am I talking about? Okay, anyway, I gotta go, but I want to say one thing really fast. On the 24th, me and Hannah and Lucy, there's no segue here, I just wanted to say it at the end because I want to see you guys, but we're going to do a Bang Your Book Club live event, which is going to be really cool, and we're doing it for Juno. Oh, it is a segue, talking about other people's experiences. Juno Dawson, I first met 4 or 5 years ago when she was James Dawson, and he was at a author event signing books, and now she's Juno Dawson. And it's been really interesting, like, you know, getting to know her work and like following what she's been doing. And she's written this book called The Gender Games, all about being transgender, and like the subtitle is like what the difference between men and women from a person who's been both, or something, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to be doing a mini-sode for the Banging Book Club, which is this podcast we do. We're going to be doing a mini-sode live recording in London on the 24th, and I'd love for you to come because I want to talk to you guys and find out about your lives, and I want to like hang out and yeah, I hope it'll be a really fun event. So yeah, I will leave the links to that in the description if you'd like to come, because I haven't put anything on that on this channel, and I'm very excited for you to come if you want it, if you can, that'd be nice. Okay. Thank you for listening to my unedited rambles about caring, and I will see you in my next one. Frog's not out. How do I, oh fuck, I can't edit, oh no.